Can we give a big round of applause to the organizer and all the people that got us here together? Public option now? Public option now, right? Can you hear me? We know what the healthcare non-care system does in our country. It cuts people out on the front end, it denies care on the back end, and the guys who own the system get rich, rich, rich. That's what it's all about. My sister died 2 years ago from malignant melanoma, but the real story of her life is fighting multiple sclerosis. I can't go into all the details. They're ugly and they take too much time. I can give you a couple of pointers, and it's a story we've all heard before, and if they don't come out with real reform that includes a public option, we'll hear again. When my sister first went into her neurologist, replete with symptoms of multiple sclerosis, her doctor spent some time with her, noted her symptoms, and then said with anguish, "I can't diagnose you with multiple sclerosis, though you probably have it. I could run more tests and prove that you have it, but then you'd be marked with a pre-existing condition. You wouldn't get coverage moving forward, and I don't have cures or terribly effective treatments for you." The doctor continued, "I have experience with this," he said. "I've diagnosed other patients in roughly the same situation previously. By doing so, I made their lives much worse." So this doctor told my sister to wait until her symptoms continued to get worse, until he had no choice but to intervene. Several months later, as she was going blind one weekend, she called him and told him what was going on. At that point, he diagnosed her so he could do a radical intervention to save her eyesight. This is the system we have now, and this is the system we will continue to have if we don't get a public option. My sister paid into that system for 15 years of her adult life, but when she needed it, she couldn't depend on the system moving forward. Lucky for her, she ran into a compassionate physician who knew how ugly that system could be, who had to not diagnose her and to not treat her in order to help her. The primary medical ethics says, first do no harm, and this doctor was abiding by that. He was protecting my sister from the harm that the healthcare industry would do. This is what we were up against. The current system profits not by treating people, but by cutting them out when they need treatment. Cutting them out on the front end, denying them care on the back end, and getting rich all the way. People, if healthcare reform comes out of Washington without a public option, it is not healthcare reform. It is a lie. We know this. We know this. So go out and tell the people, we don't want a system that competes to do a better job of cutting out on the front end and denying on the back end and getting the big guys rich. We want a system that competes to provide broad, quality coverage for all our people. We can afford it. All other countries at our level prove that we can afford it. They pay half as much, they cover far more people, and they have better health outcomes. Come on, we can do better. Public option now.
In this great country of ours, no one should be without health care. No one! Least of all, veterans who have served this country. Congress has excellent health care, which is paid for by the federal government. Since Congress supposedly works for we the people, why should they have government-supported health care when the people do not? I hereby issue a challenge to Senator Feinstein, Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel, and all others opposed to or not visibly supporting the President's public option plan to step up and remember that health care is not a privilege, it's a right.
Public Citizen says that 50 people a day die unnecessary deaths due to lack of health care in this country. If that was in the headlines every day, maybe we'd have some movement on that issue. But that's what we're fighting for. People who are dying for lack of health care, people who are being denied treatment by bean counters and insurance companies, and people being ripped off by the most profitable industry in history, the pharmaceutical companies. seen the movie Sicko, I presume. And, you know, you're almost as bad off if you have health insurance with bean counters at health insurance companies deciding who gets what care. This is criminal. And Dianne Feinstein, who seems to support the plans the Republicans put forward, I would challenge her to tell me what the difference is between her health plan or her ideas and those of Joe Lieberman. You should know that the Senate Health Education Labor Committee bill includes amendments by Bernie Sanders to allow 2 states a year to go single payer with federal funding. So as far as I'm concerned, Dianne Feinstein should be supporting that bill, Kennedy's bill in the Senate, or any 3 of the House bills, George Miller, Henry Waxman, Charlie Rangel, and not anything put forward by the Finance Committee, Max Baucus.